Ever wondered what these symbols mean and where they come from? Today we'll find out. Let's start with the Sun. Its symbol represents the Sun at the center of our solar system. The Sun has an alternate symbol, which is the Sun with one ray coming out of it. The Sun's symbol is also the alchemical symbol for gold. This is because alchemists believe that each of the planets, yes, that includes the Sun, ruled a certain metal. The symbol for the Moon is simply a waning crescent. Side note, the Moon has 8 phases: new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, and waning crescent. At least that's the case in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, they go the other way around. The Moon ruled over silver. This is Mercury. He was the god of travel, communication, and commerce. His symbol is based on his caduceus. You might notice that this doesn't look very similar to the symbol. However, if we look at the punishment of Ixion in Casa dei Veti, or the Slakitos of Hermes, who is the Greek god equivalent of Mercury, we'll see that his staff looks pretty close to the symbol. Another interpretation of it is that it's simply the last loop and the heads of the serpents. Wanna guess which metal Mercury ruled? Another side note. The symbol for medicine is the rod of Asclepius, which has only one snake and no wings. We can see this if we look at the flag of the World Health Organization. However, it's not uncommon to see the caduceus misused. This is attributed to the US Army Medical Corps, who has been using the caduceus in their logo since 1902. This is the symbol for Venus, who, just like her Greek god equivalent Aphrodite, was the goddess of love, beauty, and lust. Some say that it represents a hand mirror, but that appears to be wrong. The more accepted explanation is that it's a modification of the letter Phi, which is the first letter of the planet's Greek name Phosphorus. The mirror interpretation does however explain why Venus ruled copper, since that's what mirrors used to be made from. Earth is the god of diseases and killer hornets. The cross represents the equator and a meridian. Earth has an alternate symbol that represents the Christian globus cruciger, which is Latin for, wait for it, cross-bearing orb. Now we come to Mars. He was the god of war. Unsurprisingly, he had a shield and a spear. According to alchemists, Mars ruled iron, which worked out well considering Mars gets its red color from iron oxide. Speaking of the planet itself, there's a valley on Mars called Ares Vallis, named after Ares, the Greek counterpart of Mars. By the way, if you're wondering who the woman with Mars is, it's Venus, who was married to his brother Vulcan, or if you're Greek, Hephaestus. Yes, Mars totally cuckolded his brother. You might think this is Jupiter's symbol because it's the 24th planet in our solar system, but you'd be wrong. You start with the letter Zeta, which is the initial of Zeus, Jupiter's Greek counterpart, add a vertical line to it to make a cross, and you have Jupiter's symbol. It's worth mentioning that Jupiter ruled over tin. Saturn was the god of agriculture, just like his Greek equivalent Cronus. This is interpreted as a scythe or a sickle, which bears no relation to the metal he ruled, lead. Add a horizontal line because, you guessed it, Christianity, and you have the symbol for Saturn. Christ note: if instead of being crucified, Jesus was burnt at the stake, planets would have awesome flames in their symbols. Uranus is the Greek god of the sky. It's the only planet named after a Greek instead of a Roman god. His Roman equivalent is Chilus. Uranus has 2 symbols. The first one is the combination of the symbols for Mars and the Sun. The other symbol is a fancy H, which represents Frederick William Herschel, the planet's discoverer. What's that? A trophy because I didn't make a joke about the planet's name? Oh, I'm so honored. An interview? Okay. Was it hard? You bet Uranus it was hard. What? No, don't take it away. Give it back or I'm gonna kick Uranus. Neptune was the god of the sea. He had a trident just like Poseidon. Neptune's other symbol is a globe with the letters L and V on it, which represent Urbain Jean-Joseph Le Verrier, who predicted the existence of Neptune based on discrepancies in the orbit of Uranus. Bonus: Pluto was the Roman king of the underworld. His Greek counterpart is Hades, who had a multi-headed dog. The symbol for Pluto was a ligature of P and L after Percival Howell, who's credited for the work that led to its discovery.